Kass, you've like changed up the vibe in your room. What's going on in there? I like it. It's like,
Yeah.
I just feel like I feel like you've shifted somehow and you've taken in the energy in the room is representing that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I understand what you're saying. I think a lot of people would hear what you just said and be like, what the fuck? But I hear it and I go,
it's
yes.
a total different vibe. It's different colors, different screensavers, like different.
Right.
It's a room I've stared at a lot over the past year or so. So I can feel the difference through the screen. And that can only come from you. A room doesn't change. The person in it does.
Well,
fucking shit, dude. You're absolutely so right. I had this
fire right.
I had this 24-hour stream this weekend, and so I had all this stuff that I bought. These lighting accents. This room was sort of turned into it just got very dark.
I was like, where are you? Why are you disappearing in the room?
It's been dark the whole time, but now it's like,
no, I just pressed up the brightness on my screen.
Me too. Yeah. I did that before.
Now it's starting to come back. That's starting to come back.
What's going on? Are you about to be abducted by aliens?
Dude, wouldn't that be? Oh no. Oh shit.
Good thing it's dark over there. Kassem just picked out a giant piece of lettuce out of his teeth.
Yeah, it was a
spinach.
No, it was like a piece of lettuce from this taco I had.
Oh. Okay, so you
all right, I'm back, baby.
Okay, so you bought all this stuff for your Twitch stream, which I want to ask you about after this. And you just had extra things and just felt like you wanted to change it? I
feel like a lot of this is going back to Best Buy, but I did go there and I bought a bunch of these Philips makes this product called Philips Hue, and it's accent lighting. And they have like these table lamps, these floor lamps, and you can put them to whatever color. You can have them go with your TV. It's like a whole suite of lights. And since now like I'm doing this stream, having lights is like kind of important. And I bought a whole bunch for the stream so we could have like the rooms look nice and things like that. And I have a bunch more coming, and these are also going to be great Christmas presents. But
I'll take some.
Sure, yeah. I mean, you can change the colors on the go here.
Wow.
And I thought they added a lot to the stream, so here we are.
So let's talk about this stream. So 24/7 means like people are with you in your house and they're just following you around for 24 hours. Is that what it is?
Well, it was sort of an event. This is like the second one that me and like Fiona and our old G4 pals did. They did one at their house, and this time it was my turn to do one at my house. And I had everyone come over and people just floated in and out. The idea was to have 24 hours of just a live show with people that used to work at G4, different people with different skill sets doing the things that they do, and like just giving people a place to showcase whatever it is they want to showcase. There's a lot of viewers that once G4 went off the air don't really know what to do or like who to follow, and like
you guys had a loyal fan base,
real great fan base. And so now we have we're all kind of doing our own thing, but some of us are doing it together, and so that's kind of what it was. And the 24-hour thing on Twitch, which I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, people just go live for 24 hours and people love it. They eat it up. And some people tuned in for the whole thing, and some people just came in for little bits of it. And
how was staying up that long?
Honestly, it wasn't that hard. The last 3 hours were very hard for me because most people had left by then. And so it was me and like a handful of people. And when you sit down, I was doing a good job of like always moving during the thing. And so I wasn't that tired. And also I haven't had an energy drink like since G4 went off the air. So I had like an energy drink during the thing, and it kept me awake more than it normally would. And so the last 2 hours I was sitting on the couch and I started to get like hit with it. My body, every position that you sit in is like the most comfortable position.
Yeah.
And you're like, I can just go right now.
Yeah.
And so everyone, it's crazy. And so it went really well. And then it ended. And it ended around 10:15 a.m. on Monday. And I didn't go to take a nap until 3 because I had to clean up the house. It was filthy.
Why?
There was like blood in my bathroom, and like I had C-stands and cables. I have no idea what was happening when it was just somebody got injured.
You can't keep track of everything in 24 hours being awake that long.
And the floor, like there was just food everywhere and cups.
Gross.
And like,
what kind of
it was like a party. Well, just think of it like
this with?
Well, just think of it like a party.
Food.
Gamers.
Nah.
Dude, you're a part of it. Rob came into the chat yesterday. They probably fly
Southwest. I'm kidding.
Probably. Rob came into the chat yesterday and gifted 10 people a subscription, which, I mean, to have AJ Soprano give you a subscription was such a treat. Really, the whole chat really was lit up over it. I didn't go to bed until 3. I cleaned, I vacuumed, I mopped, and then I ordered like a linguine. I was like, I want a linguine.
Yeah.
And I ordered it. As soon as I took that last bite, I walked right into the bedroom. Yeah. Walked right into the bedroom, fell asleep from 3 to 5:30. Then I got up.
Your room is so dark. Like,
yeah, it just got darker. It just got darker. Okay.
Is it these new lights? Fuck the lights then. What's going on?
When I lean back, the camera's adjusting for exposure. Let me just set up a another light here. One second.
Yeah, that light you used to have right in my pale little face. I'm excited to talk about what you've been going through, Jamie.
Oh my God.
I'm surprised you're so like chipper and in such a good mood.
I'm just glad it's over. Like, I'm just glad it's over. But no, I said to Cutter, we dropped the kids off at like a golf lesson they take together. We had an hour and I was returning a bunch of stuff at Home Depot. And I looked at him and I was like, man, I feel like I went to fucking war the past 3 days. Cause I also been hitting like my workouts super hard. And then as soon as I'm supposed to, like, normally the kids are in school. Like, that's my time. I come home, I rest for an hour, I eat, I relax. Like, I come home and they're like, Mom! And I'm like like, I don't sit down. So by 7 p.m., I'm just done and add in everything else that happened that I guess Cutter was sending you pictures.
Yeah, well, when I was there on Sunday, I was very proud of you. At like 6:30, we were watching football and you were just like, hey, I'm done. And you were like, Cutter, I'm going in my room. I'm shutting the lights off. And you like got into bed and mommy retired for the night.
Yeah, I think I'm getting old, guys. I'm just getting hit like hard when I'm tired at night. I think I'm aging.
It was good though. I was happy for you. I was like, good, go. Like what, everything was.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I did.
We had everything taken care of.
I know. I wasn't worried about that.
Yeah.
At all.
So
just felt bad ditching. Oh, okay.
So yeah, tell everybody what's been going on. This is crazy. Man. And we joked about falling apart last week. You've hit rock bottom.
Yeah. I mean, like we've talked about, like, it's like all the bathrooms under construction and all the shit with that. And then the AC broke and the knife on my toe. And then the problems, and they can't do that. They messed up a sink and they broke it. And now we need a new sink and I still can't use my bathroom. And it's like, then comes Thanksgiving break where it's like still having all these workers in the house. And then we were supposed to have somebody come help me hang this shit in Beau's room. And then they were putting up Christmas lights, and these are all wonderful things. But when you have that much energy being thrown at you, like in your house, like between my kids and everyone that was there to do a job, not one moment I was able to take for myself. Like there was like 5 hours I didn't eat because every time I stopped talking to one person, I had to talk to another.
It was a good thing you didn't eat because of what happened.
So like Monday night, we come home from somewhere, I don't know where we went, and we're like, oh, fucking smells out here. Like it smelled like somebody farted or something. The next morning, it's so bad. Like every time you open the laundry door, it's like, whoa. And then Beau's toilet stops flushing and the water's rising. And Cutter immediately is like, what'd you flush? Did you do too much paper? Blah, 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 blah. We get a plumber to come, an emergency plumber, because thank God Cutter befriended the last plumber we can't hear and like got his cell phone number. So like called the guy and he's like, I'm in New York, but I'll send like my dude. Our septic tank was completely clogged and the pump stopped working. So it was
that's expensive, right? When that happens.
Of poo-poo. Not only is that, so the guy comes over.
A sea of poo-poo.
He opens it up.
We know the title for this.
Just Cutter sent the picture to Rob and I of this sea of poo-poo and like wipes and paper, just like backed up for who knows how the F long. And Cutter's like, the poor plumbers were vomiting on our driveway.
Oh no. Where was it coming up? Like, where was it bubbling up into?
Right outside. We have a huge, like sewer top, it looks like, where it goes, you know, where it connects to the city. And when they open that, it should be flowing, but it was just all backed up. And he can't see what's wrong with the pump because there's too much shit, literally. So that night, he's like, all right, nobody can use your toilets or use any running water until tomorrow because it could overflow. And both of our kids are like, I gotta pee, I gotta poop, I gotta blah, blah, blah. And we're like, what? So Cutter's like, nope, no one's brushing their teeth, everyone's going to bed, and no one can poop.
Oh, no.
The boys are peeing outside.
Oh no.
I had this TMI, but like I went through a bout where like I didn't go to the bathroom for like a long time. And of course, yesterday was finally the day that my body was ready to function properly. And I'm like, I was up at 2 a.m. for about 2 hours, like writhing in pain with cramps.
Why didn't you just go shit in the yard or something?
I wasn't gonna shit in my yard.
Why not? But you'd rather, Kassem, if you have two options, go shit in your backyard in like a garbage bag or something, or writhe around in pain for hours?
I made Cutter text the guy and be like, well, how bad would it be if my wife went to the bathroom right now this morning? Because he was on his way to go. So the city had to come and put like a big tube and suck out all the sewage into a tank and leave. Take it all out first so they could look at what's wrong with the pump. The pump was broken. So they need to drive like an hour and a half away to get the part. So we're still without this. And he was like, yeah, like just don't have her use a lot of paper. Sorry, I felt bad about it, but I went to the bathroom this morning. But like not all the way. Like I was like, enough to like give myself.
Not all the way.
No, it was terrible. I was sitting all day being like, I'm sitting around with like toxins in my body right now because I can't go to the bathroom. So at about 2 p.m., we got our water and toilets back. So it's just a lot. Again, and the kids don't have school. They're home. Again, there are more people working in the house today. Like it's just a lot.
So Jamie, a guest that we've had on the show who we love, Joey Diaz, tells a story about how he was with his wife and his daughter, and it like hit him where he had to go to the bathroom like that second, or he was going to explode. And he ran by the side of a neighbor's house, like they were around their neighborhood, but he was like, I couldn't even make it home. He was like, he ran to the side of the house, pulled his pants down, he shit up against the wall of his neighbor's house, and it went like all over his neighbor's house. He pulled his pants up and they like ran back to the house. And 2 days later, he saw his neighbor, and his neighbor was like, you got to be careful with your daughter in the neighborhood because there's a bear in the neighborhood because his poop was so big. She thought it was a bear.
Do bears take shit on houses? They shit on houses?
I mean, apparently they shit in the does a bear shit in the woods? I guess
what
not.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Wow, James. Yeah, you gotta listen. If you're in pain and you gotta poop, you have a lot of land. You go back where that trampoline is. It's nighttime. It's all good. You fucking bend down. You shit in a garbage bag.
You know, there's type of creepy crawly creatures here. I'm not putting my bare ass out for 2 seconds.
Oh, you put the garbage bag on the floor. You squat over it. You shit, and then you never tell anyone.
Wait, why is there? Okay, why is there not an option to go to like a restaurant or a business nearby?
Yeah, but not like 9 o'clock at night last night.
Okay, so
he texted at 7 a.m. Otherwise, yes, I was going to drive somewhere.
Right. Yeah, you have friends in that community too, right? You're like, hey, can I come shit?
Literally.
Can I make shit your house, please?
Can I come make a poo?
Yeah. I told Cutter, I said, listen, this is my worst nightmare, but I love you guys so much. I'm officially opening up my toilet to the entire Dykstra family.
Wow, that's
Whoa,
love.
dude.
That's love.
Whoa.
It is love.
This sounds like different. You sound different. Like you've changed.
Like Kassem. Everyone's changing.
It's love.
Evolving.
I love you guys.
Hey guys, today's episode is brought to you by ZocDoc. It's a free app that shows you doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance, and are available whenever you need them. I know for me, it's always very hard to get myself scheduled for any type of doctor because I just don't know how to like vet them correctly. And I have to ask people I know for doctor recommendations. And do you know a guy? ZocDoc sort of takes all the guesswork out of it. You use their app. They'll find people that are in network, that are patient reviewed. That way you don't waste any time trying to find doctors or like hunt them down. They're all there for you, ready and available.
That's right. And you can book an appointment through ZocDoc once you find that doctor to have it be in person or remote and whenever that works for your schedule. So go to ZocDoc.com/pajama and download the ZocDoc app for free. And then start your search for a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/pajama, ZocDoc.com/pajama.
How was last week without me? I feel like
we missed you. What did we talk about?
Tell me exactly what you missed about me and try and be specific.
Just your energy.
Thank you. Yeah. I like to hear
your energy.
Rob, I think you can come up with something better than that.
No, that encompasses you, as a whole. I wouldn't want to pigeonhole you to being one thing. So I just want to make it
just name one other thing
and say your energy.
No, he did. No, just one other thing besides what Jamie said, the energy. Yeah.
I was actually, I'll make you feel good, because that's what we need to do. But the other day I was thinking about how much I miss hanging out with you, because every time that we hung out, we were guaranteed minimum like one belly laugh, like one real uncontrollable thing, and then the next
one
day
bit would really pop off.
Yeah, and then the next day we'd be texting about said bit.
Right.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was always.
I gotta come visit you guys.
Yeah.
We got to figure out when that is. I think I'm going to Hawaii.
Oh, for New Year's.
Not for New Year's. If my buddy's shooting a little low budget horror film, and I might go there and just shoot like 2 days on it, and then use that as an excuse.
Yeah, great excuse. Why do I feel like you've told me this story before?
Because it happened. Same guy, same low budget film 2 years ago.
Am I a psychic?
It's happened before, and it was a great experience.
Wait, and because that's so specific, like a low budget horror movie in Hawaii is.
It's probably
specific.
The same friend, right?
It's the same friend.
Okay.
Instead of like a comedy, that was like a low budget comedy. This was like a low budget horror.
Got
By the way,
it.
are you guys wearing the same glasses?
You know what? I was just about to say it, and I was going to interrupt your guys' love fest.
You're giving real Uncle Junior vibes with those, Jamie.
Listen to me. I need to go to VisionWorks or whatever it's called, like a place. I have had perfect vision my entire life. So the fact that it's getting affected means something's wrong, because literally nothing's ever been wrong. I cannot see far and I can't see near. I could see in the middle. If I had my phone like
it's a beautiful lyric.
And I was and I was filming you, you here would be blurry. You there in real life would be clear, but here you'd be blurry. Anyway, I need to get, my eyes hurt from light. So I only have blue light blockers, but they make me look like I have jaundice.
No, you look good. You look like a hip. We went out to dinner the other night and you showed up hip. You were like the hippest girl in the restaurant.
What are you?
Well, she always is. She always is.
Cass,
I had a hat on.
You're spending all this money over there. We can't see you.
I don't know what's going on. Something's going on with my camera.
What happened to that light you had right up over my?
There. Honestly, if you could see, there is
all
a
your
light
lights are on.
Shining,
it looks like it literally all the lights are going off.
Another great lyric. Wow, we're hitting them today.
1 sec.
No, you're giving Uncle Junior vibes, Jamie. You look good. Yeah, Jamie. Oh, look at his camera's moving. Oh, he's probably moving it. I'm so stupid.
It's alive!
I was like, what's going on in that room? Look how dark this is. Like, listen, I understand. He knows what he's doing, but
it's full on that's like sexy time lighting. Like that's what you get busy to.
This is like aliens having sex. Like if aliens had a sex room, this is what it would be.
Glow sticks all over the floor.
You got it there, bud?
We'll see, man. My camera's having trouble focusing or something. I don't know. There's a lot of lights. Maybe that's a problem. Too many lights.
One thing that I wanted to make sure we said this stream, this episode, because I forgot last episode, was when we did the episode where we said we were finishing, one of us as a joke was like, oh, it was probably me. It was like, Gabby's bleeding us dry. And then somebody was like, yeah, we did this. That was 100% a joke, because I saw some people were like, I think there's some truth to Gabby bleeding dry. That is 100% a joke. Gabby is, now that we're wrapping up. I started
that nasty rumor, didn't I? I'm probably the one that said that.
Gabby
Gabby, that is not true.
I think it was Rob, but yeah. I think.
Gabby's an incredible editor. She has never complained once in over a year.
When we've asked her we can send it in late, she's totally cool with it every time.
Yeah. Jamie actually was going to call her this week and ask her to come scoop the poo out of the...
She would have.
Be a good person to call for that.
She would have done it.
Yeah, because
she's a big team player. And if anybody needs, an editor for videos, you guys should, she'll probably do... You want to make something for your girlfriend or your wife, this is like a...
She should go on Cameo.
That's what I was just going to say. This is like a cameo for Gabby. It's the three of us telling people like, yeah, you should. But really,
that should be like her intro videos, the three of us selling her.
Yeah, if you had videos and you wanted to make something for like your wife, of your kids, or your girlfriend, or this, like, Gabby is fucking awesome. She's really good. And this is why she's so great. There's a lot of editors where you have to go like, here's what you have to do. Here's a step-by-step this. Like, you just give shit to Gabby and she comes back with like what you want.
Yeah.
Really?
She is great. You barely ever look at this. Look what's going on.
It's crazy.
It's so funny. I'm having the best time.
This will never happen during his stream too. It's like
it's a day astrologically. It's a day where technology is supposed to be really difficult today.
We've become Kassem's,
I'm glad it chose you and not me.
We've become Kassem's troubleshooting podcast. Where we test
his mics. You're right. Yeah. We test everything for his streams.
It's unreal. And then he has it ready.
This would not happen on Twitch.
No. He has it ready for the stream. And then when it's time to do the pod, something's wrong. Oh yeah, I don't know.
That's how I know you guys don't tune into the stream, because it is problem after problem. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I do know that Rob tuned in yesterday while I was playing some Bigfoot game, and it was really nice. I wanted to say thank you for that. Everyone really enjoyed seeing you on there. I get a lot of PJ Pants people in the chat.
I love it.
I get a lot, like at least a couple times a day. Somebody's like, "R.I.P. PJP."
Oh,
what is the name of that video game that something City? What was the
Sim City?
No, what's the big video game that everyone was playing for? GTA. I said a comment in the room yesterday that it said it looked like you were playing GTA Joe Rogan edition. The game that you were playing yesterday.
That's funny. Yeah,
he's
playing
just like in the woods trying to kill stuff with like a bow and arrow.
Well, no, it's a Bigfoot game, and so you're in the woods and you're trying to find Bigfoot, and then he stalks you and kills you if you don't kill him first. It's a hell of a game. Hell of a game.
Something that was made for you.
I got to get one of you guys or both of you to come do a quick guest spot on the stream. I mean,
I would love it.
They would love it. God.
Well, you got to do the pod from somewhere, the stream from somewhere else, because I could never step foot in that house again.
Yeah, you can't. It's not made for you. It's actually probably the cat does not shed as much as the dog. Does it matter about the actual hair, or is it more like a dander? Way worse for you?
Cats are so much worse for me. Kass, when you were gone, I told Jamie that your room looks like if you were on like a UFO for like 3 weeks and you were flirting with some, alien, and then she was like, gave you the head nod, like, hey, come in here, and like opened up a room to bang you. That looks like the room you go in. Yeah, it's just like, look, that's the window over there.
Rob likes extraterrestrial porn.
Yeah, you can see the galaxy over there. You could see all. Yes. And then there's like, my husband left a sketch out of our next plan for our next UFO,
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dude, I love how your brain works. I really do.
Thank you.
I
You
really
guys,
do.
I have a new career path for Beau.
Let's hear it.
Oh, professional liar?
So over the past
Actor.
2 days, we've watched all 3 High School Musicals, and now we're watching High School Musical, the musical.
Okay.
Oh,
which is
Cutter must love this.
funny with Olivia Rodrigo. It's very funny. It's almost like if Glee and The Office mashed up, but like sophisticated. Like
Wait, why, Rob? Why are you shaking your head?
Why were you shaking your head?
Dude,
what do
I
you
looked
mean?
at you. You took a drink. You were like,
I mean, we're talking about High School Musical, sophisticated comedy.
No,
Ricky Gervais. We're comparing it to Ricky Gervais. What do you want me to do?
It's High School Musical, the musical. It's the TV show about it, not the Zac Efron. No, listen. I had the same thoughts going into it. I thought,
Jamie, you're exhausted by 5 p.m. Anything could go. You laugh at anything.
It midday with Beau. That's what Cutter said. Cutter's like, you're high.
You're high and exhausted.
It's 3 p.m.
You've been holding in shit for 3 days. You're wincing in pain. You're high.
Anyway, whatever you think about the caliber of the TV show.
Yeah.
And the movies.
Yeah.
Beau was watching it and like, he's like cool and like a cool athlete, but he also like dances and he likes to sing. And I'm like, yeah.
Does he like to sing? Is that something we knew about him?
I told you I put him in and he was like so quiet about it, but he wanted to try a musical theater camp last week. Didn't know anyone. It was the only boy and he loved it. It was so weird. Remember I said we like walked in and all the kids were masked like sweeping and I thought I was in like the Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah.
He's a total performer. Like he loves to color. Like there's a very artistic side. You know, Kass. There's like a artistic
I know
side
it.
to him.
I didn't know there was like
but I think,
the singing side of it too. But that's great.
Well, seeing all the aspects, like watching Zac Efron like look cool and like be a really good athlete and a dancer, like. I was like looking at him and I'm like, do you like that? He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's the guy from The Greatest Showman. And he was like putting it all together. And then my girlfriend had called and he was there and we were telling her what we were doing. And she was like, oh my God, Beau is Zac Efron. Beau could be the next Zac Efron. And I really support that. And I think I might become a stage mom to make him the next Zac Efron.
Oh, so you're going to push him. Okay, so
I'm going to push him into it.
My natural thing and Rob's natural thought here is what does Cutter think?
Who cares?
Well, does he know about this plan? I
don't think he knows it's a plan. He knows of my observation.
Yeah.
And Beau's revelation. Mind you, I'm not completely into this. Like Beau was like down. Super, like he keeps watching it. There's something that's calling him, like something he really likes. It's hard to like grab Beau and be like a fan of your show. He'll watch he'll watch one episode of anything. He'll give anything a try, which I respect. Yeah. But he watches like the same 7 movies and like very rarely can find another show he likes. So like the fact that he's been binging everything High School Musical the past 2 days.
Yes.
In between all of his sports activities, I'm like, bro likes it.
What are Beau's go-to 7 movies?
Why
are you laughing at that?
He likes.
You're out of control, dude.
What?
He likes this movie called Go-Karts on Netflix. He likes 3 Ninjas.
Oh,
he likes
classic.
Blank Check.
3 Ninjas, so good.
He likes Rookie of the Year.
Does he have a movie like, you know, how kids have a movie that they just watch over and over and over? Does he have one of those, or is Jack
he has
that
like,
right now?
Jack can do that. Jack will watch a movie, but you know why they do that? Cutter and I actually looked it up one night because Jack was like only would watch Paw Patrol movie every day. That's the only thing he wanted to watch, and he would sit and he would watch it. It's especially good for kids with anxiety, but all kids like it because they can fully relax and feel safe when they anticipate every single moment that's going to happen for a period of time.
That makes sense.
It feels really good to them to like, because if you think kids probably all day are like a little on guard, like they don't really know the world. It's like a lot for them. That's why like they have tantrums and they need naps and things like that. And so I think they say that when they sit down and watch the same movie, it's like pacifying to them because they just like, nothing is a surprise. It's not emotionally shaking them up at all. Like they're totally at peace.
My brother Michael he was watching one of 2 movies for years, every day. It was Baby's Day Out or Sandlot.
Wow. At least
And
one was Sandlot.
Sandlot was great, but I knew like every word to Baby's Day Out.
What is that even?
It's just like, it's about like a baby who gets away from his parents, and he has like a whole day where like mishaps,
right.
falling, like,
okay.
there's like a falling crane, and like a fall, and like one foot away, he's like, my mama, like, just like crawling away. He's like going through Central Park, and there's like mafia after him. Like, it's just crazy. Like, it's so ridiculous. It's like Home Alone if it was an infant, and like everything that happened was just by coincidence.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Classic film. Jamie.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to push him into it.
I have been having, it's only gotten 10 times better since I left your house on Sunday. I've been having one of the all-time great gambling weeks in a long time.
It kicked off on Sunday?
Real good. And I want you to tell the people your experience of watching a master bet a professional football game perfectly.
Yeah. Rob made a bet on the Bengals. Came over, hung out for a bit before that game started. And then when it started, locked in. He had a laptop going. He had the TV. He told Cutter when he needed to switch it back. He stood up. He sat down. He paced. He walked around. He drank some water. He got excited. Then he was nervous. And Cutter, was trying to throw his like little Doomsday Dykstra digs,
Because here's the deal. What was
he bet it too, though, didn't he? He didn't make the same bet as you, or he did?
He did. But here's the thing. I listen to like professional sports gamblers, and I take what they say, and then I try and make the bets that like I agree with, and I listen to every single professional sports gambler was like, you have to bet on the Steelers this week. You have to bet on the Steelers. It's the best bet of the thing. And I was just, for one of the rare times I was like, I think all these guys are wrong. Like, I think every single one of these guys who do this for a living are wrong. And I made the biggest bet of the year, probably in like the last 3 years, on this game. And part of it was.
Can you say how much?
No, I mean, we bet about $1,000. But but for one football game, for me, that's a lot of money. Because if you're betting $1,000 on every football game, shit goes away fast, Because I tend to not. Here's the deal: I tend to not make bets like that, where I'm like, I got one game this week and it's for all like 1,000.
Right.
I like to be like, okay, I think these are 7 good bets. Yeah. And I'm gonna put 100 or 200 on each of these, and then I usually think I can. But again, I don't do sports betting to make money. I do sports betting to have fun. But there's times like this where I'm like, the last 5 years I've been listening to these guys, like I think I figured something out. Long story short, the Steelers, 90% of people are not going to know what I'm talking about. Steelers and Bengals were playing. First game they played this year, the Steelers won the turnover battle 5-0 and didn't win the game in regulation. I think the odds of that, it's something like 280-10 is like the record of that happening. And so they were making the game as if when they played before it was even, and I didn't think that was true. I thought the Steelers got very lucky. They got a defensive touchdown. I'm sure this is getting very boring, blah, blah, blah. All this stuff. The Bengals were coming off of a bye week. They were on the road. I thought it was a spot. And I just told everybody who I know who bets, I'm like, this is the bet. I told my brother 4 weeks ago, I'm like, this is the bet. And I made it, and man, it felt so good. And when you're gambling and you do something like this, like you buck all the pros, now my gambling confidence is through the roof. So I'm not second guessing anything I'm doing, and all of my bets are right. Everything that I'm hitting is just bing, bing. But Jamie, I don't know if you know this, tomorrow we are partners in a football pool. Me and Cutter are going half, so you're in it too. Mm-hmm. And so I had a really great gambling night on Monday, poker, and I told Cutter, you know what? To make sure we win on Thanksgiving on this box pool, I'm going to keep my mojo going and not put in a single bet until Thursday because I don't want to ruin the streak. So I'm coming over there tomorrow.
You're listening to your instincts. You know where to conserve it. You know when to slow it, to focus again. I'm all about it. We
wagered about $300, $150 each, and if we win on a final on a game, we hit about $5,000.
Wow!
If we win, you could win up to 12 times. We got 3 boxes and 3 different pools, Jamie.
Go.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Go.
We can fucking poop if we want.
I can't wait. Probably will have to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's gonna be a lot of when you guys when Cutter sent me the photos of these guys in like full on masks and suits
throwing up.
Oh my God. I mean the horror. So what do you do when you tell like obviously you have to sit around and you're wincing in pain and you understand what's going on. When you tell Jack like, hey, you can't poop.
He knew. He smelled it. He saw what was going on out there. Like we explained to them.
But I know he knows like why, but I'm saying can he say like, okay, I'll hold it for 6 hours like
well, fortunately I took him out for lunch and he pooped there, so like he didn't have to again. And then this morning I think he went as well. I went and he went.
And do you then become jealous of the dog? Like when you really have to poop and then the dog can just go walk outside?
I did let him out last night watching, being like, good for you, man.
You could do that too. I wouldn't be surprised if Cutter did poop and he just didn't tell you. If Cutter went down there with Bean, pooped into a bag.
I could see him doing it.
Tossed it somewhere. I would do that 100%. Where's the craziest places you guys have ever pooped?
I have a thing with pooping sort of anywhere outside of my house, even, similar to what I think you feel. This is the closest I think I get to you is like, I rarely will poop outside of home base.
Yeah, that's how Cutter is.
If it was at work, it would have to be right after the cleaner went in there. And I do 2 ass gaskets, layered, like the MasterCard logo, like layered. So there's no part of the toilet would even come close to touching my bare skin. And then I have to make sure that I went to a specific bathroom that was like far, far away. There's just a lot of things that sort of have to come into alignment for me to be able to poop outside of my house.
In a bathroom far, far away.
Yeah. It's not something I like. And I'm not a quick pooper. It's, I don't know what the term is for it, but when you are pooping, everything kind of becomes clear. It's easy for you to focus. You guys know, is that just me, or do you guys feel like it's kind of a place for you to like work some stuff out? Like, if you really need to hone in. I don't
spend time.
Not at all.
No,
I fully focus on the poop experience. I won't get on my phone. I don't want anything. I try and relax. Poop because I want to clean as.
Do you close your eyes when you're plopping?
Not like they might close at some points, but I don't like keep them closed the whole time.
Why? When they close at some points, what do you mean? Like what?
I'm just saying.
I might blink, or do you stare straight?
Who knows? But I'm saying I don't like consciously go like, all right, time to poop. Close my eyes. No, I don't actively do that. Yeah, no. That's not my move.
That's what I think of you doing.
Me too. I would think he does that too.
For me, it's 1,000% of phone time.
Oh no, you have to focus on
To me,
pooping.
focusing, in order to focus, I have to have my mind somewhere else. If I'm thinking of the plop coming out, I can't. I have to. It has to be another thing going on.
People don't like it when we talk about poop, but I would.
We've been very good at it.
Well, I just talked about it a lot, so we.
Yeah, but that's different. You're talking about shit, not the act of pooping. You had a lot going on.
Now, so when this podcast comes out, it would have been Thanksgiving already.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys? It sounded like you guys are going over to Jamie's.
With me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And who else is coming over?
That's it. It's just us. We're invited to our friend the Annabelle's for dessert and some football if we feel like we want to go, or if the vibes of betting say we need to stay home, we'll stay home. It's kind of like one of those like whatever.
No wonder he married you. The vibes of betting. If the vibes of betting say we need to stay home, what a...
Well, I would never want to be the blame as to why you'd lost a bet because I asked you to leave to go somewhere. I would never do that.
I love you so much more than yesterday.
Is the threat of a bummer always around the corner when you're living with a sports bettor and then your best friend sports bettor comes over and you got 2 guys who are glued to the TV and can experience such highs and lows?
Cutter used to be so much worse with football and betting and like getting so emotional and like into it, like so much worse. So it doesn't really like we're so in it with kids and sports and everything. He just kind of like let that part of him go. So when Rob comes over and excites Cutter, I like it because it's like, oh yeah, like I like to see him like get like giddy and excited about something.
How many times a day are you hearing, let's fucking go?
Never. It never ends as right now as the world we're living in. It never ends.
Oh,
here we go again.
Those are the quotes. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I want to know.
We're in a deep spiral. We're in a deep. What we were gonna call it? Cutters, whatever. He's rattled. He's just been permanently rattled.
Yeah, it never ends.
Never ends. It's been never ending.
So, listen to this. So this is so crazy. When I was moving, I was traveling for like 2 months. And I reach out to Jamie. I go, Jamie, I have a pair of sneakers that are being sent to me. Can I send them to your house? And she goes, yeah, of course. Send them to the house. I go, okay. So I sent them to the house. And then when I got here, whatever, a month ago, I said to them like, hey, did my sneakers ever show up? And, they have no recollection, which I'm not surprised. I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, why should they? Jamie has a lot going on, blah, blah, blah. So then I looked it up and I look up like the tracking information. And I'm like, I don't know. It says it went to Jamie's house. So I sent it to Cutter. I go, hey, did these sneakers not show up? And he's like, oh my God, dude, they totally did show up. He's like, I gave them to my cousin.
He gave them to Nene.
Oh my God.
What?
He gave them to Nene. So
she didn't put him on though. She did put him on. Can I interrupt for a minute?
Okay, but wait, let me just finish. Before you do, I didn't finish my thing. So I say to Cutter, I'm like, oh, and by the way, I don't care. Like, I'm laughing about this.
I know.
Good. No, I'm saying like in the moment of what I'm about to say, like, I don't care. Like, I'm laughing with Cutter. Like, it's funny. And Cutter's like, I feel bad. And I'm like, dude, don't feel bad. It's all good. And he goes, yo, they were ugly anyway. I'm like, fuck you. You gave away my sneakers. Now you're telling me they were fucking ugly.
Okay. Now let me look. Okay. Yes. So Rob says, I'm going to have sneakers sent to you. A month goes by. No sneakers come. Let's put that out there. You didn't tell me like how long it would take. In comes this box. No packaging. Doesn't say Robert Eiler on it. Like no stuffing, no box, no nothing. 2 loose pairs of clogs. They're not sneakers. They were open like Crocs.
They're like the Kanye. What are those Kanye sneakers?
They're slides, but they were like the head toe thing. I'm not exaggerating. Was like the size of my head. They were like huge.
Sounds like a Kanye slide.
And you sound a lot like Cutter. Like you lost my stuff and now you're critiquing the stuff.
I'm not critiquing it. I'm explaining what it looks like. And it was like blue, purple, pink.
Yeah, they're all one of a kind. Go ahead.
Swirly, like.
Were they Crocs? Like, what'd you buy her?
They looked like Crocs.
No, I had them sent to me. They were custom sneakers, one of a kind.
Okay, but they're not sneakers. They were made of rubber, and there was no bag.
You sound like someone who needs to take a shit.
Now you are definitely peeking on your You're okay? Passionate.
No, I'm not, because I'm going to get a picture of these things. Because the fact that you would think that I would ever open it and be like, oh, these must be Rob's sneakers. I was like, oh, someone sent me some weird slipper that's made of like a weird foamy rubber with a million colors on it. And they're huge.
Wait, hold on. I gotta Google right now. What are Kanye's like? What are those?
They don't look like that.
The foam runners, the slides.
They don't look like that.
Yeezy.
Jamie, they 100%. I'm looking at them right now. The foam runners, they look exactly like this.
They were wild. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So Nene happened to be there, and Cutter's like, what are you going to do with these? I'm like, I don't know. I can't wear them. I don't know. He's like, what company sent this to you? I'm like, I don't know. There was no card. There was no note. There was no even, they were just thrown in a box. Like, when
I just sent it to you.
They were like loose in the box, like all over. So like, they didn't seem like anything special.
I bought these for my brother.
This is exactly what they look like.
There was no back. There was no back to it.
Yeah, but this is exactly what they look like.
No, it was that. Yeah, but white, pink, purple, blue, like swirly, painty color. No way would I think that was a sneaker you got for yourself, Rob.
I understand.
But I just stand by my choices because they're not sneakers.
Mm-mm.
Rob wasn't like, hey, they're there. They were they were just 2 loose things in a box. I thought like a company was it was like mailers. Like,
well, wait, hold on. You keep saying loose things. When you gave them to her, you knew, hey, these are for your feet. You didn't think they were like ornaments.
No, Rob, but like if they're like
2 loose things in a box,
precious sneakers.
Who said they were precious? When Cutter said he gave them away, I was like, oh, who cares? Did I make you guys feel bad for losing them? I laughed it off. I wasn't like, oh my God, guys.
You didn't make us feel bad, but you can't. But
because it wasn't precious.
Right. Well, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you're like, they weren't precious. I'm like, I know they weren't precious.
Well, meaning that they weren't even in a shoebox is what I mean. They were thrown in there like a toy.
Right. Yeah.
That's
I mean,
what I'm saying. I'm like, they weren't in a proper shoebox or anything. So it felt like somebody just threw them in a box and mailed them, which is what they did. So it didn't feel like a presentation of a shoe or a sneaker. If this makes sense.
You know, by the time this airs, are you guys like already shopping for the holidays?
Yes, I'm almost done.
Wow.
No.
How do you
I
do
give
it?
Fazul.
I will say, so I can say this because Cutter doesn't listen. I want to we normally don't get each other gifts, but I want to get him something. And he loves cigars. And I thought I could get him like a cool, like humidor electric, like fridge for it or whatever.
Mail it to my house. I'll give it to my aunt.
You give it to his nene.
I'll give it to my nene.
If it came in 1,500 pieces that you could screw together, sure. Should I wait for a Black Friday deal?
On a humidor?
Yeah, it's 2 days away, right?
Do you think it'll happen?
It's already, people are already,
it's already out.
The sales are probably already happening. You might as well just start.
On sale then, damn.
You should look. No, you should, you're probably good. You probably should start looking.
I can tell you, because of this great gambling week that I had, I went, I actually talked on Christina P's podcast where my mom's at about how I've had like the same 4 shirts that I wear to the gym every day for like 3 years. And I don't know. I'm like, why would I? And then when I was here in the gym here, I was like, man, my clothes look a lot more faded than everyone else. And I was like, these don't stink. Or like I started getting like in my head about them. So after my big win, I went to Aloe. They were having a Black Friday deal, 30% off everything. And Robbie went to town.
Good for you.
Good.
Yeah,
that was the same Aloe I went with you on our trip there.
Yep. I look like a real Instagram influencer now when I'm in the gym. Yeah. My stuff doesn't look horrible. Like I had a black like V-neck that I'd wear to the gym and it literally looked like gray because it had just been washed so many times. Terrible.
Yeah. People pay a lot of money for shirts like that.
Like washed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Faded.
Jamie, one thing I wanted to ask you, have you seen this thing on TikTok where kids it's actually very funny. Kids are pretending, they're telling their parents, hey, I have a school project where I have to have my parents behind me and I have to say my daily routine, like, you know, or like especially on like the weekends or whatever. So the parents are like, okay. And you see these parents are just like sitting there in the background, like whatever. And the kid's like, I wake up at 5 a.m. and I go for a 3-mile run. Then I come back home and I make breakfast for my whole family. And then you start to see the parents like, what? Like, this is not my kid. And it's what's really funny, I thought, is that like almost always the dad is kind of like, you see him and he's like, and some of them even like go like this, like shake their head no. And they're like, she's lying or like whatever. Yo, the moms are such G's. Like the moms are like, like they won't break the thing for their kids. Cause I don't know if they don't want their kids to seem like a liar or like they're just so fucking loyal. Like
I'm like the opposite.
And that's what I wanted to ask you. If Beau was like, I wake up at 5 o'clock and I make breakfast for my mommy, or you're just like, he's full of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I just think that breeds like a really bad behavior for the future. Like, I'm like, no, dude, I tell him all the time, I will have your back no matter what you do, except if you lie. Like
you don't like
and
the lie.
That's his go-to.
I just think it's a bad habit.
It's horrible. It's the only real thing for me. But
I respect those moms that like just stand by their kids. Like there's a part of me that wishes I had more of that chip, to be quite honest. Instead of me being so worried about like making Beau like an honest, good boy, like sometimes just like having his back when he needs to just like not necessarily make the best choice, but it's okay. It's not hurting anybody type of thing. I wish I had more of that in me.
Well, I also feel like there's a thing that some people feel about school where it's like you got to bullshit your way through school, you know? Like you got to pretend to be, it's like, hey, don't do, you know, like be this fake kind of person in school so that you get these good grades and this. So it's like, if you hear the kid is like, I wake up at 5 a.m. and I do, you know, one girl was like, One girl was like, I do all of my like class. I prepare for my school. Like I prepare for classes before I even get to school. And the mom's like, yep. Like, just and the dad's like, what the, and then one of the dads finally like starts laughing. He's like, can I do it? And he's like, you wake up 5 minutes before class. I can't wake you up. And just like, rips up. It's actually,
so
some
funny.
of them are really good because some are like obviously very bad, but some are so genuine where like, you see the mom and the dad trying, and then you'll hear like the dad kind of like laugh a little, and then the mom will just lose. Like there's all these different ones.
What's the hashtag? Do I have to go on TikTok?
I have no idea. It showed up on my YouTube feed for some reason. I don't have TikTok.
Whoa!
But listen to. I wrote it down because it was so crazy. For me, I was like, this has to have something to do with me being tied to Kassem. I had the craziest thing appear on my YouTube algorithm that's ever appeared on my YouTube algorithm. It was wild.
What?
Hold on. I wrote it down because it was so from my memory, and then I'll read what it was. It was a gay guy who was going to a whorehouse in, I think it was Nevada, that the theme of the whorehouse is aliens. Do you know about this place, Kass?
No.
You have to look it up.
The only whorehouse I know is the cat, the bunny ranch.
Cat house, one of those. I think there's a cat house and a bunny ranch.
What's it called?
Dennis Hoff's like cat house or
no, the one
ranch.
that you're talking about.
I don't know. Do like alien whorehouse. There can't be a ton of shit that pops up, but it's like this guy goes to the alien whorehouse to like interview the
Area
women.
51 Alien Travel Center and Brothel.
Yeah. And this guy goes in there and he interviews the hookers about what it's like. I was blown away.
The hookers are aliens?
Well, that's what they do. They talk about all the different type of things that these women. I Kassem see in his next YouTube video while we're trying to do a pod. Am I right? Babe, you got to get out there.
Bachelor party spot for you, Kass.
Oh, is that where we're going for your bachelor party? The alien whorehouse?
Let's see if we can, if I can share this with you guys.
Okay, here, let me read to you what I wrote down, because this was the night that it happened. I went and got my phone. Alien Cat House, Area 51.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
After watching the video, I went to this guy's channel, and here were the names of some of this guy's videos. I am a dwarf and a gay escort. And then another one of his videos was called I am a human dog. And then another one is called A love scam left me homeless. And it's about a woman who literally lives on the street because she got scammed by a guy on a dating app. And she's still convinced, like, no, he's coming. Like, we're going to get together next month or next week. It was crazy.
Okay. So the women here are called
Kittens?
Cosmic Kittens.
Hell yeah.
Or there's porn stars.
How it works. Let's just see what happens.
Of course, James.
Drive in or drop by.
That's most hookers.
Step 1,
Oh, really?
choose your party girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Step 2, choose your fantasy.
I'm liking this.
Okay. Step 3, get there.
Ring the bell.
Let's see fantasy options.
Let's go.
Choose your fantasy. It was down there.
Choose your fantasy.
There is girlfriend experience. What does that mean?
So some people like to go to a hooker and you just are like, we're fucking and we're having sex. Some people like it to be like, pretend like you're my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oral sex.
Sure.
Fetishes and BDSM.
Yes.
Erotic massages.
That's me.
Threesomes.
Massages is also where I'd go.
Yeah, I'm a big massage guy.
Orgies.
Because it's 2 services in one.
Private sex tapes. Wow, you get to take home a tape.
I watched that. Yeah, you could make your own sex tape.
And just about anything and everything you could possibly desire.
Wow.
What about it is like alien-y though? Like
would you choose a kitten or a porn star?
Porn star.
Oh, only 2 of them are porn stars, I guess. Oh.
Kassem's putting on full porn now. Gabby, you got to blur that out, obviously. Oh, wow. We had to leave the site, huh?
I got nervous.
Kassem's lights are off, but if you could see, he's blushing.
I got nervous.
I could tell. You panicked.
Mm.
And I'm looking at them here. She's Young, petite, and natural beauty are waiting for you. Welcome to my page.
I like that.
My name is Sheena Reed. And as you can see, I am a young, petite beauty with long, wavy hair, a slim frame, skin both soft and pale.
This is so weird to
and
me.
blue-green eyes with long eyelashes. In trying to stay as natural as possible, I usually only wear light eye makeup and flavored lip balm or gloss.
Oh my God, that's so weird.
Peach flavored gloss is my current favorite.
This is so weird.
Is it weird because it sounds like you, Jamie?
No, it's weird because it's like you're giving like every specific like detail of what could turn you on or turn you off to like make sure you have the perfect person to fuck. It's very weird to me.
Can you read that last line again, Kass?
Yeah, the vanilla oil that I use in my hair makes it shine and also leaves a lovely light scent.
Well, spill the tea, girl. What's this vanilla
typically
oil?
Exude a sense of calm, unless you
sure
happen to catch me right after my daily dose of coffee, that is. Hopefully, my pictures make it obvious that I am gentle and nurturing by nature. The soft touch
smells
of
like
my
a vanilla
hands,
latte.
exuding teasing and pleasing sensuality. Every variety of my body's most intimate embrace is here to make you feel safe, relaxed, and at ease. However, do not be misled into thinking that, as slight as I may be, mellow romantic experiences are the limitations of what I do. I am bisexual.
I'm so bored now.
I'm almost done. Keep going, babe.
It's too much more.
Your voice and her description? Oh.
Boy. And there's even reviews.
Oh, Jamie, can we do that, please? Please.
Can I sign off? You can.
We're almost done. I'm going to read you one review.
One review.
Let me make sure it's the best one.
Jamie, would you like to give any holiday wishes to our listeners?
I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And hope everyone that traveled safe and it was easy. And that's it.
And now to the hooker porn star review.
This one's from Jason. Says, fantastic experience. Sheena is gorgeous, down to earth, and so much fun. She has a relaxed and welcoming demeanor, a great smile in body, parentheses, and is interactive and talented. I had an awesome time and I couldn't recommend her more.
Before we wrap this up, are there any negative reviews for any of these girls? Because I'd be more interested in that.
No, it doesn't look like it's updated in real time. I think they just cherry pick the good ones.
Okay.
What an episode, huh? We're back.
Yeah, this is happy holidays.
Finishing strong.
Yeah, you guys
I hope someone is listening to this while they're like decorating their Christmas tree, you know?
Too.
That would be really
I would love that.
You know what? I would love if somebody, before we're finished here, I would love listeners to tell us how they listen to us. Like I was telling you last week, there was that listener who said they listened to us with their wife on the way to their pizza place. Like, I don't know. I love painting an image of how people are listening to it. Like,
or people say they listen to us when they're at work. So like they just have like their AirPods in or something listening to us.
Yeah. Like if somebody was listening to this while decorating a Christmas tree, it would just make my whole life. I would love it. Do you guys listen like with your girlfriend, with whatever? Email us at askpajamapants@gmail.com. Is that right, Kass?
That's it. You can follow us on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We got a subreddit. And Jamie and I also have those things. Rob's off the grid, so do not try and contact him. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving.
Cat house.
Had a great Thanksgiving. Had a great Black Friday. Spend it with people that you love. And we got to schedule an in-person hang. I'd love to come see you guys and maybe get into some of that high-stakes sports betting.
A sea of poop. Is that what this episode was called?
A sea of poop. That's right. Yeah.
A sea of poop.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.